and welcome to another episode of Podcast Comic Book Talk. If you like Transformers comics like I do, and read pretty much all of them like I do, then you know that they've done quite a few crossovers before with G.I. Joe, Mask, Visionaries, Rom the Space Knight, All New All Different Avengers, and even Mazinger Z in Japan. So yeah, the Transformers are no strangers to crossovers at all. Now, I have several ideas for other cool crossovers, which I'll get to later, but one I never expected, one that's happening, and one that is all about this video. It's what this video is all about, is a crossover with the Ghostbusters. Now, this all started with the reveal of a new Transformer figure called the Ectotron, which is the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. That is a Transformer, and I know this is a comic book talk video, but I have to talk about this figure. It looks freaking terrible. Well, okay, 50% of it does, because who can deny that the Ecto-1 car is awesome? It just is, and it's iconic and all of that. But the robot mode is just freaking terrible. This is supposed to be a repaint and remold of the Voyager class hotspot figure from Combiner Wars, and even that figure was underwhelming. Now, when they revealed this, a good amount of people were like, oh my gosh, that car mode looks amazing. It makes me want to spend. Holy crap, this is a $50 figure for a Voyager class that is a remold and a repaint. What in the flipping tables? Some sites even have it for $60. Why on earth is anyone buying this thing? Okay, no. I can't go that far as to narc on people who actually like this thing and want to spend money on it. Like, you're more than capable of liking and spending money on whatever you want to, okay? Sorry if I was bashing you. I personally don't see the point in spending $50 to $60 on a figure that most people are just buying solely for the vehicle mode alone, when at this point, the company Jada Toys, who are responsible for giving us the really cool die-cast replicas of the vehicle modes of some of the robot casts from Transformers The Last Night, also happen to make 1/32 scale and 1/24 scale die-cast replica of the Ecto-1 car, the 1/32 scale costing around $13 and the 1/24 scale costing around $22. Much cheaper than this 50% awful-looking figure. So, moving on now. This figure was the start of the Transformers Ghostbusters thing, but that's not all. What the meat of this video is supposed to be about, that turned into a mini episode of Transformers Talk inside of an episode of Comic Book Talk, this has also spawned a 4-issue comic book miniseries done by none other than IDW Publishing. Look, what my point is that for me, you take one franchise I love, the Transformers, and one franchise that I like that one movie from, and that's kind of it, and you bring them together, then it really doesn't do it for me. And base this all around a really 50% blah figure, it makes it all that much more whatever for me. And anyways, this comic book series is supposed to come out this summer, the Transformers Ghostbusters one. I'm not going to be spending money on the Ectotron figure, and I don't really have much interest in the comic book miniseries. I'd honestly love to see Transformers cross over with something more awesome like Mobile Suit Gundam or Pacific Rim, even though I realize it wouldn't work out as well with Pacific Rim. But I mean, seriously, Japan's getting a Transformers and Mazinger Z comic book crossover. I hope they print it in English, because I'd love to read that. That's all I have to say, so if you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening and goodbye.